Hello there, you're now with me, Shol Shamato, for TVS English News at 5. Let's begin with the headlines. Over 1,500 participants are expected to take part in the upcoming Sri Aman GAWAI DAYAK procession on May 20th this year. The event promises to be an even more spectacular display of culture and community, reflecting the unique heritage of the Dayak people following a successful harvest season.
Persatuan Penggerak Komuniti Seri Aman (RPKS) organising chairperson Maraja Ngumbang said that the 2.2-kilometre procession will feature participants wearing their colourful traditional costumes right after a miring and gendang pampat ceremony. Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Douglas Uga Embas is expected to officiate the event. The procession also aims to showcase and preserve the Dayak culture and traditions while promoting racial harmony and unity. The first Seri Aman GAWAI DAYAK procession was held on May 27, 2017, with 1,000 participants and organised by the Seri Aman District Community Leaders Association.
Nurses in Sarawak are facing numerous challenges due to the shortages of medical professionals in the region, especially in the rural areas. Deputy Premier Dato' Sri Dr. Sim Kui Hian said, despite the limitation and challenges, the nurses remain committed in delivering their best in serving patients.
I said, despite we are not having so many nurses, right? They still we measure how good they are by people dying, and they are still as good as West Malaysia. It means that they work so much harder. But I mean, I met the community nurses in Belaga. They are very happy there, big, nice clinic, and I was so impressed, and I think they have they also have. I mean, the people work together as a team, and the team is good together, right? You really enjoy,
He said this when speaking at the International Midwives Day Conference 2023 at Raya Hotel earlier on Friday. Dr. Sim, who is also Sarawak's Minister of Public Health, emphasized the importance of improving the ratio of nurses to patients in Sarawak. He told specifically that one nurse equals to 242 people and called for greater autonomy in the hiring of healthcare professionals in the near future. He said that if the power to hire were delegated to the state government, then it would be easier to attract and retain qualified professionals.
On to the next update. Former Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad filed a 150 million ringgit lawsuit against Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim over alleged defamatory comments the PM made in a speech during PKR's Congress on March 18. Mahathir is also seeking a public apology from Anwar.
Dr. Mahathir cited Anwar's speech at the event titled Congress Nasional Khas Malaysia Madani, Pelaksanaan Sebuah Idealisme at Stadium Melawati, Shah Alam. According to Dr. Mahathir, Anwar's remarks were clearly referring to him as he had been Prime Minister twice for 22 years and 22 months in his 2 terms. Dr. Mahathir claimed Anwar had alleged that he purportedly discussed issues concerning Malaysians only after losing power. He also listed Anwar's other allegations as purportedly including suggestions that he was racist and encouraging racial division. He claimed that Anwar used the word scoundrel allegedly to label him. Dr. Mahathir claims Anwar's remarks suggested that he had billions in wealth and had evaded or not paid his taxes and that he had enriched his family. He, however, denied all of these remarks by Anwar as untrue. Mahathir's counsel from Law Practice of Rafiq filed the writ of summons at the High Court in Shah Alam 2 days ago. The case is now set for review and management on May 31st before the court.
23 Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission MACC personnel have been subject to disciplinary action for misconduct, including dismissal from 2020 to 2022. MACC Complaints Committee Chairman Dr. Asaria Mio Shaharuddin said among the offences committed included negligence, absenteeism and engaging in criminal activities.
Speaking to the media, she said that among the total number, 10 personnel were dismissed for being involved in criminal activities, and that a majority of those subjected to disciplinary action were personnel who had been in office for less than 10 years. According to Asaria, the committee, which is one of the 5 independent committees established by the MACC Act 2009, is responsible for monitoring the manner in which MACC handles non-criminal complaints against its personnel. In addition, the committee also acts to identify weaknesses in works procedures and matters related to complaints and suggestions for improvement. She added that MACC has drawn the MACC Anti-Corruption Plan 2021 till 2025 and the MACC Code of Ethics and Conduct, as well as the implementation of integrity strengthening programs. It also established the Internal Affairs Division last year to investigate cases involving personnel under the MACC Act 2009. She further said the MACC has also taken serious steps to ensure that the Commission is free of illicit substances.
Welcome back. A tailored workforce provides employment supply chain capabilities in emerging sectors like green energy and digital economy. Thereby, Centre for Technology Sarawak, or CENTEX, is providing a platform to aid Sarawakian youth to venture into the said industries, equipping them with skills needed through the Hydrogen and Tech Safari 3.0, a joint collaboration with Sarawak Multimedia Authority SMA and Sarawak Digital Economy Corporation SDEC.
Minister of Education and Talent Development Sarawak, Dato' Roland Sagawi said the safari will be launched this coming May 20th at 9 locations in the state, namely Serian, Betong, Muka, Bintulu, Miri, Lawas, Kapit, Kota Samarahan and Kuching.
The Hydrogen and Tech Safari 3.0 will be starting in Centex Lundu and 9 other locations throughout Sarawak, including Serian, Betong, Muka, Bintulu, Miri, Lawas, Kapit, Samarahan, and Kuching will serve as its last destination. The primary audience for this program is the current Form 5 students, school leavers, and university graduates from various fields and the local community. We expect more than 500 participants for each of the safari locations.
He told this to reporters in the Hydrogen and Tech Safari 3.0 press conference held at the LCDA Tower in Kuching on Friday. Among the lineups at the program include educational talks by Centex and its strategic partners on the training program and requirements, and a dialogue session with the alumni on their success stories. Meanwhile, Saga also commented that his ministry, through Centex, is committed in supporting the achievement of the Sarawak 2030 vision with government support to create a literate generation.
Through Hydrogen and Tech Safari 3.0, MEITD and Centex develop a platform to share advancement in science and technology on all sides for the transformation of the green technology industry to increase the green tech knowledge of the youth in Sarawak. The intention is to boost the technology skill level of the workforce to create a literate generation that has a positive influence and strives to contribute to Sarawak's economy.
Prime Minister Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim reiterated his confidence that the unity government under his leadership will last up till the next general election. He said this in response to opposition leader Dato Sri Hamzah Zainuddin's claim that he has a statutory declaration or SD to support him as the new Prime Minister. The Prime Minister explained further that if the Larut MP really has the support as claimed, he could bring it to motion during parliamentary sessions. The UN Children's Agency, UNICEF, reports that 190 children have lost their lives and 1,700 others have been injured due to ongoing fighting in Sudan. For weeks now, Sudan has been rocked by violence as army clashes with the Rapid Support Forces paramilitary group.
UNICEF has issued a dire warning, saying that the situation in Sudan is on the brink of catastrophe and innocent children are increasingly becoming casualties of the conflict. Countless families have been forced to flee their homes in search of safety both within Sudan and across its borders. The violence has also targeted humanitarian workers and facilities, including those of UNICEF. This has severely hampered the agency's ability to provide crucial health, nutrition, and sanitation services to children in need. UNICEF has called on all warring parties to respect international law and ensure that aid workers can safely operate on the ground to assist civilians. Sadly, recent clashes have resulted in over 550 deaths, 5,000 injuries, and forced more than 100,000 people to flee their homes to neighboring countries.
See the world closer with TVS as we bring the latest news updates both locally and internationally. For more headlines anytime, anywhere, just head on to our official website at tvstv.my or follow us on our social media platforms. That's all the time we have for TVS News at 5. I'm Shol Shamato. Have a good weekend.